Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are going to be tackling System 1 and System 2 thinking today. This is a topic that I love because I wrote a whole dissertation on this in my undergraduate at the University of Surrey, and we did an experiment of System 1 thinking, which is your intuitive thinking, and System 2 thinking, which is your analytical thinking. I did a scientific experiment priming two groups in the two types of thinking. So I had three consumer products of biscuits, lemonade, and crisps, one which was a brand and which was a non-brand. And then I got my participants to choose which one they would pick. Little did they know, I did not care about which one they would pick. I only cared about their satisfaction and happiness levels at the end of their decision. System 2 thinkers I primed by getting them to write the advantages and disadvantages of each of the products, whether that be factors of price, whether that be the packaging, whether that be the size or the taste. And they were primed to overthink their decision, while System 1 thinkers just chose their decision, and then I measured their post-choice happiness and satisfaction levels at the end of the experiment. And it showed no results, unfortunately, but previous research has shown that whether you're making a major career decision or whether you're picking a shampoo from the shop in the aisle of the shampoo aisle, I don't know why I said that, whether you're doing that a daily decision or a major life decision, your intuitive thinking leads to greater post-choice happiness and satisfaction levels after you made your decision. So I'm going to ask you a simple question. What's 2 plus 2? 4, right? Now try this question. I'm a maths teacher, by the way, so I like to bring my mathematical concepts into this. A bat and a ball cost £1.10 in total. The bat costs £1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost? Take a minute silent solo to think about that answer. If you said 10 pence, you're not alone, but the correct answer is actually 5 pence. And the reason many people get it wrong reveals something fascinating about how our brains work. Your brain has two thinking systems, and most of the time, one of them is running the show. System 1 thinking is the fast thinker. System 1 is your brain's fast thinking mode. It's automatic, it's effortless, and constantly running in the background. It helps you recognize faces, read emotions, finish familiar sentences, and make quick judgments. You instantly know that 2 plus 2 equals 4. You recognize a friend's face in a crowd, and you instinctively jump back from danger. System 1 is incredibly efficient. It allows you to make thousands of quick decisions every day without exhausting your mental energy. But here's the catch. System 1 relies on your intuition, assumptions, and your mental shortcuts, which is your heuristics. And sometimes those shortcuts lead to mistakes. So System 2 thinking is the slower thinker. It is the most analytical part of your brain. System 2 kicks in when something requires more effort and concentration, such as solving the complex maths problem, when you're planning your budget, or you're learning a new skill. Unlike System 1, System 2 doesn't jump to conclusions. It takes time, it weighs the evidence, and carefully processes the information. But because thinking deeply takes effort, our brain often defaults to System 1 whenever it's possible. So let's go back to the bat and ball problem. A bat and a ball cost £1.10 in total. The bat costs £1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost? System 1 jumps to the answer of 10 pence. But if the ball cost 10 pence, the bat would cost £1.10, making this total £1.20. System 2 needs to step in and realize the correct answer is 5 pence. This example shows how our intuitive thinking can feel right even when it's wrong. So why does this matter? It matters in shopping, voting, investing, and relationships. Understanding the two systems is powerful because they shape nearly every decision that we make. The first impressions are influenced by our system 1. Snap judgments, system 1. Impulsive purchases, system 1. But system 2 influences careful planning, financial decisions, and problem solving. When system 1 dominates important decisions, we can fall into cognitive bias, errors, and poor judgments. But how can we use both systems wisely to make it balanced and have a fast and slow way of thinking? The goal isn't to eliminate system 1. System 1 is essential for everyday life. But there is a key to knowing when to slow down and to activate system 2. Simple strategies such as pausing before making big decisions, questioning your first instinct, double checking, for all my students out there, double checking your numbers and your answers, and to go back and redo the question, and checking your assumptions before giving your final result. And then giving yourself time to think. Sometimes the smartest decision is just simply slowing down. So to conclude, your brain is constantly switching between fast intuition and slow reasoning. Both systems are powerful, but knowing when each one can change the way you think, decide, and live. So next time something feels obviously correct, pause and ask yourself this one question. Is this system 1 talking, or is this system 2? Now, if you enjoyed the psychology breakdown behind the concept of system 1 and system 2 thinking, hit that share button and share it with someone that may benefit from this video. And if you are looking for a speaker to talk to your organizations or your youth about system 1 and system 2 thinking and the psychology behind decision making and organizational psychology, let me know and we shall be in touch. Till next time, bye!